I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another paid request for Guillermo, and it is for Hollywood North. Now, Hollywood North, it's another movie about the making of a film. This time it takes place in the late 70s. Matthew Modine, who I remember from Full Metal Jacket, among others. He's one of these two Canadian movie producers that are making a film based on this beloved Canadian novel called Lantern Moon. And so this movie's going to be made as a tax write-off. It's trying to get into a little bit of the tax write-off spiel that was going on in the late 70s, where people would make films in Canada and then almost not give a shit about the final product. And meanwhile, a documentary is filming the making of this, and that's led by Deborah Unger, where she was in The Game with Michael Douglas. She was in the Silent Hill movie. It pretty much about how this Canadian novel is turned into a low-budget action film called Flight to Bogota, where this washed-up action star who's a right-wing guy who brings live ammo to the set. And then you have this star played by Jennifer Tilly, who likes to sleep with her co-stars because her character is a bit of a nympho. And some of the hubbub that happens during the making, like one guy thinks he's a stuntman and hurts himself, so they put another actor in place, or the film gets overpriced, over budget. How Matthew Modine says, they sold me a defective star, because the star of the film, yeah, he might have done stuff in the past, but he was a crazed lunatic of a character. I didn't care for this film. I really did. I did not care for usually I'm a sucker for movies about the making of a movie, but this one I just thought was boring. Like, it's meant to be a comedy, but I didn't think anything was funny in it. There's nothing that made me laugh or chuckle. The guy who plays the washed up action star, I don't know who this actor is, and I didn't really care about his performance. Maybe it would have helped if you got an actual action star and have him take the piss out of himself. I think that would have made the movie more lively, or more entertaining, or more of a fun romp of an action star, again, taking the piss out of himself. Jennifer Tilly, I'm not a Jennifer Tilly fan, and she has that same I got a fluffy, slutty type of voice, like she's ready to do some porno or some shit. She just has that type of voice of, I'm not a Jennifer Tilly fan. I'm sorry. So I did not care for her in the role. It made sense she was playing a nympho, because she always sounds like a fucking nympho with her voice. Just being truthful, honest. Matthew Modine, I like, but at times it feels like he barely has anything to do. Like, There's really nothing to his performance that stands out, if that makes sense. His buddy, the other producer, all I got from him is that he became a big fan of the right-wing tactics of the lead actor, and how the lead actor wants to change the script and pretty much just wants to make it more of a action film with his own political beliefs. So you get a finale where the star goes crazy, drives into shit with the car, hides in the trailer, people try to get him out, the trailer almost blows up with a bunch of these fireworks and shit. In the midst of this, apparently there's a love story between Matthew Modine and Deborah Unger that I barely fucking recognized, because I didn't think the two of them had much chemistry with each other. I guess apparently the film does get finished, and then Matthew Modine wants to work with Deborah Unger, who's been filming some of this stuff. And some of his film like a documentary, but a lot of his... I would say the one positive note is the film stock, like the way the film looks. It does look like a film from 1979, because I think that's the time period. So I'll give credit to that. I don't mind the look of the film. You know, the way the colors and I guess cinematography, would that be the right thing to put it into? I didn't mind that. But I thought the movie was rather forgettable. I thought it was rather uninteresting. Again, I didn't care about what was going on. I thought the movie, it could have been even crazier, or could have been more insane to be funnier. The characters didn't stand out. Matthew Modine, he's kind of a boring character. Same with the others. Jennifer Tilly, she likes to sleep with her actors. She sleeps with this guy who I think is close with Deborah Unger's character. You think? Yeah, just that's how little of a shit this movie was drawing me in, that I kind of was losing focus. My mind was wandering. And that's not the good parts of a movie, when you're not pulling me in. You're not getting me invested into the story. You're not making me laugh much. Especially when there's so many other films out there that's about the making of a film. Whether a real documentary, or whether a documentary with fictional elements, or whether just a movie entirely. When you go out there and you see films like Ed Wood, or American Movie, or plenty of other films, Tropic Thunder even, Dolomite's My Name, like these other films about the making of movies, whether it's real, documentary, or fake, or fictional, or whatever, there's just a lot of other better avenues to use and utilize your time than a movie like this. But hey, if you watch the trailer and you're interested in the film, go for it. To me though, I thought it was lame, I thought it was unfunny, I didn't care about anybody, and I am hard pressed to remember much of anything else of the film, other than I didn't mind the look of the film. But yeah, I'm seriously sitting there trying to eke out any other fucking info I can give about this movie, and I can't. So that shows how little of a shit I gave when I'm watching it, and my mind just going over here, is going over here. I wasn't drunk because I don't drink. I wasn't high because I don't do weed. I was just bored and uninterested. That's really all I can say. It's not one of the worst movies ever. It didn't make me mad, pissed off, like a variety of other films. It just... a fairly boring flick. It's supposed to be a comedy. Didn't find much funny. Go watch Ed Wood. Go watch a variety of other films. See you guys later. Bye-bye.